Hi friends, I'm going to start today's video off by asking you a series of questions. Are there atheistic and/or humanistic groups where you live? If there are, do you know how they formed? If there aren't, would you like for there to be? And if you would like for them to be, do you have the resources needed and do you have the materials needed that show you how to go about creating these groups so you don't have to go through a really rough trial and error process? The reason why I'm asking this is that I myself have been working on guides that show people and encourage people along the ways of creating these sorts of spaces and these sorts of communities. This is a topic that I feel very strongly about because when I first realized I was an atheist and later on a humanist, it took me a while to begin to find communities, and I set about creating communities in my own distinct way. But the main way I went about creating communities was online. And that's real, that's valid, that's important. But for a lot of people, they want spaces that are physical, that are in their community, that are relevant to their needs and are aware of what's going on in their lives in ways that it's easier for neighbors and for people that you know face to face to be aware of. I know that creating spaces and communities online is not the only way to engage in activism, and I know that creating places and spaces up front and physically and I guess offline are also not the only ways to engage in activism, and both are important, which is part of the reason why I think that these sorts of guides and these sorts of resources are important and valuable and worth creating. And I want to create resources for atheists and for humanists that people can take advantage of that are relevant to their needs and to their experiences, and also take into account people of different social experiences, different social confidences, and different levels of social engagement. And I want to create communities and help people create communities that reflect all of these different things. So over the course of the next couple of weeks, probably between December 1st and the end of the year, I am going to be gradually releasing bits and pieces of the guides that I've put together and also showing people where they can find more, which is probably going to be on my website. I am very interested and I am very passionate about this, so I'm hoping to hear about your experiences and to learn from them. I think there's a lot we can learn from each other, and I'm hoping that I can take your experiences into account and use them to create a better and stronger guide that is more useful for a wider range of different people. I hope that you guys have had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope that you guys are having a great Black Friday. And if you enjoy the sorts of things that I say online, you can follow me on the social medias, which are going to be in the description of the video, and you can like, and if you haven't already subscribed to me on YouTube. These things help me create a bigger audience. These things help me create a more engaged audience, and hopefully together we will be able to have all sorts of really neat conversations. I'll see you guys around, and I'll be responding to you guys in the comment section down below.